This is a short clip from my top 7 comparison of used entry-level Harleys. And in this video I will compare the new 975cc Nightster with the old 883 and 1200 Sportster. Now let's begin with the Nightster. It is Harley's current entry-level model and you either love it or hate it. On the one hand, the Nightster has some benefits which make it stand out. For instance, it has the lowest weight among all compared bikes, pretty decent braking performance with Brembo brakes, adjustable levers and useful tech gadgets such as riding modes. It also has a pretty decent stereo suspension and a nimble handling at lower speeds, which reminds me of Dyna models. Now let's take a look how the Nightster scored. The bike is the most nimble motorcycle in my comparison with the lowest weight and earns a full score of 5 stars for low speed steering. The bike has a modern chassis design with high frame stability which makes it a pleasant companion in twisty roads, thus it earns 4 stars for the suspension and frame stability. Although the bike has only a single front disc, the braking performance is decent. The lightweight and modern Brembo brakes with ABS are a good setup. There is not much I can say about engine reliability at this point. There are no clear, frequently occurring reports on engine problems that indicate unreliability, so I won't include a score for engine reliability. The bike has a comfortable seat and it has 50% more rear suspension travel compared to the old Sportster Custom. Thus the suspension doesn't hit rock bottom nearly as often as the old Evo Sportsters did. The riding comfort is decent, but there are better options for longer rides. The handlebars are stretched forward similar to the 48 Sporties, which is something you should get used to. There are some nice tech goodies such as riding modes and traction controls, which are nice to have. It is the most affordable Harley in the current model year, however compared to other competitors such as the Honda Rebel or Indian Scout, the Nightster offers relatively low value for the high price. The Honda Rebel 1100 has more power and is cheaper. The Indian Scout Bobber costs 1k more than the Nightster and has a powerhouse engine with a much better build quality. Currently the Nightsters are also more expensive than Evo Sportsters and twin cams. Since it's not the best value for a new bike, the Nightster gets 2 stars for affordability. Last but not least, the Nightster earns 1 out of 5 points for the authenticity. It is too much of a contrast to the big twin motorcycles and doesn't have the typical potato sound, engine vibration and feeling. It is an engine that likes to be revved but doesn't have that much bottom torque as other bikes have. Don't get me wrong, if you don't care much about Harley traditions, then the Nightster is a great beginner bike. My final score is 3 out of 5 stars for the Nightster. Generations of riders have learned to love Harley-Davidson because of this iconic bike. The legendary Sportster is widely considered as Harley's entry-level bike since 1957. If you want a nimble, affordable and reliable Harley with the original potato sound, there's nothing better than the Sportster. There are various models of the Sporty, however my favorite one is the super low 1200T with the saddlebags and the windshield, since it has the highest comfort but it is also pretty rare. If you're going for the looks, probably the 48 or the Iron will be your preferred choice. I use the Iron as a model for the scoring here. The Sportster has been successfully attracting Harley buyers for over half a century and made them loyal lifetime customers. It was also my first Harley. That's why it's completely incomprehensible to me why Harley gave up on the Evo Sportster. It's pretty sad, but at least there are still great bikes available in the used marketplace. So let's take a look at the scores. Until the release of the RevMax Nightster, the Sportster was pretty much the most nimble Harley. So 4 stars for low speed steering. The Iron has only 1.6 inch of rear suspension travel, a skinny front end with 39mm forks and a pretty skinny tire with 19 inch diameter. So the Sportster has a limited lean angle in twisty roads and results in 2 out of 5 stars for suspension and frame stability. As a result, even small bumps in the road cause the suspension to bottom out. The chassis is less overburdened with lighter and smaller riders. If you're a large person and you still want a Sportster, I can recommend you to invest in better suspension, a seat and forward hood controls, then the bike is also well suited for you. The braking performance of the Sportster is decent. Although the bike is lighter than a Dyna or a Heritage, it has the same score. This is due to the weaker front suspension which has only 39mm forks and it is also not adjustable, hence the front suspension is less stable, so 2 out of 5 stars for the braking. The biggest plus of the Sportster is the Evo engine and the high affordability. It is a super reliable engine which is also considered one of Harley's most authentic sounding engines. Hence a full score for reliability and authenticity. I really loved the Evo Sportster and it was also my first bike, however I still sold it pretty soon due to its lack of comfort. The Sportster is great for day trips and city commuting, but for longer tours I would rather prefer a touring model, a Softail or a Dyna. So the Sporty earns 2 stars for the comfort category. It is also the most highly available and affordable bike in my comparison, so the Sporty gets a full score for the affordability, which makes a total score of 3.6 stars. In conclusion, I can say if you want an affordable new Harley with great handling, good suspension and riding comfort, you should get the Nightster. However, if you consider buying a used bike and you want a super authentic, reliable Harley with the original Harley sound, then the XL Sportster is the better choice. The Sportster was produced for over half a century, so there are a lot of really good secondhand offers for every taste. Subscribe to my channel for more motorbike videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.